Okay, so again, you know what our bell ringer is? You already should have answered it. What you're gonna do is you're first gonna tell me some different kinds of renewable energy. First of all, what does renewable mean?
You can reuse it.
You can reuse it, right?
Something that's new again.
Something that's new again, so like it never is not new, is what you're saying?
Like it's renewed.
It's renew, so it's never gonna be old.
Basically.
Yeah.
So it's never gonna run out,
You use it
right?
over and over again.
You can use it over and over again. Very good. Shelby,
Something that's recyclable and you can like make it into something.
something that is recyclable and you can make it into something else. Very good. Okay, Chase, yes.
Something that can power itself, or you have to put down like as a one-time thing and it just kind of self-sustains.
Okay, something that can power itself and
Yeah.
you only use it, you have to do like a one-time investment, that kind of thing. Very good. You want to stamp?
Yeah.
You want it in your hand?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. So, hopefully everybody got a bell ringer sheet. If you didn't, so sorry. But like, it was a weird kind of copy machine. Okay, yes.
Are we good enough?
So let's go ahead and do, so y'all kind of know what renewable is, right? So let's talk about different types of renewable energy, okay? So give me an example of some kind of renewable energy, Kaylee.
Will coal be one?
Coal is not renewable because eventually, you know what
burn
coal is
it.
made out of?
No. What do we know?
But
Wood.
coal is not
Coal
energy.
Coal is energy, right?
Coal like the what's the barbecue with?
Yes, that's like charcoal.
Oh,
Coal,
charcoal.
what coal is made of is plants that have been pushed together and crushed together for like 65 million years. So, there's only so much coal. Just letting you know.
Electricity.
Alright, electricity, it's not,
That's like is energy.
electricity is a form of energy, like as far as like, it's a way that an energy source can express itself. It's not necessarily like a way to power things, but very good there. So, what's a type of renewable energy, Jonathan?
Like water, like the big old wheels that you see at old places.
You know what that's called?
Mill.
Water.
A water.
Water mill or
Water wheel.
or it's called hydropower, right? There are really, really, really big versions of this. There's one in Nevada / Arizona / a bunch of different states. Kennedy,
So what about a dam?
a dam, that's exactly what I was talking about. Okay, so a dam, like the Hoover Dam, right? Has anybody ever been to the Hoover Dam?
No.
No?
Seen a
You
beaver-
have?
seen a beaver dam.
Oh, that's
Oh, you're answering the question. Okay, so, nobody's been to the Hoover Dam? It's really cool. It's like way bigger than you think it's gonna
What,
be.
what state's it in?
It's in, I know it's in Nevada. It's like on the line. There's like a spot where you can stand in like 3 different states at one time. So, it's pretty cool. Okay, Whitney, what was the answer to your question? Or what was the answer to the question there? Windmills, very good. So, I'm gonna be writing these up on the board. Give me just a second. So we've got hydropower here. Let's go back to hydropower for just a second. How does hydropower work? How does it work? Anybody know?
Water.
Water, but what does the water do?
It runs and it makes energy.
No.
It's just like
Yeah.
running shoes on.
Yeah.
Chase?
I don't know where I learned this, but I learned it somewhere. It's, the water rushes in at a speed fast enough to turn a wheel, which in turn uses friction and heat energy and transfers that to electricity.
That is exactly right.
That's what I'm at.
Very good, Chase.
I don't
Okay.
know where I learned that. I just did.
Probably science, I'm assuming. But, so the whole idea of hydro energy is going to be when water turns a turbine. Like y'all remember when you were little and you were like, I'm gonna buy a computer and I won't even need to plug it in. All I will need to do is just have my hamster run on a wheel
Yeah.
and get into power the computer. It's like the same thing but with water. So, if you haven't done that, you haven't lived. So, hydropower is one and wind power is another. Wind power is very similar, right? Wind power, how does wind power work? Markayla.
Oh, no, I was answering the question.
Oh, you're gonna answer the other one?
I'm gonna answer.
How does wind power work? That's my question for right now. Shelby.
The wind is carried through the blades, and the blades, like, when it moves, it creates energy.
Yeah, when it moves, it creates energy. It's like the whole idea of the hydropower.
It's pretty much the same thing as hydro, but instead of with water, it's with air, and it's the same thing.
Exactly, right?
Aero energy.
Instead of water, it's with air, which is really cool. So what kind of places would wind power be good?
Anywhere in Africa.
Farms, right? Places, okay, generally we're talking about the US because we are going to connect this back to economics. Yeah,
Yes,
another one, right? So, wind power, where would that be good at? Where would that be good at? What states?
Wait, look.
Uh,
Colorado.
Colorado, maybe. Tegan,
Texas.
Texas, okay. Yes,
Arkansas.
Arkansas, maybe, yeah. We have a lot of hills. Generally, when there's a lot of hills,
They have eyes.
Did you say
Put it in,
California?
yeah, put it in Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley, right? I mean,
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
really fast, right?
They'd like fly off and kiss them.
Montana would be a good one. Jonathan.
Wouldn't New Mexico be good?
New Mexico would be pretty good, yes,
What about
Kennedy.
California?
California, they have a whole lot. It depends on where you put them. Because some places in California are not so good because, you know, they're on the other side of the mountain. And it doesn't really work, like there's not a little wind that goes through there. So, essentially, a really good place would be like Kansas, where there are prairies and things like that, right? So there's just like a lot of wind and it just comes right
California,
through.
what about California?
California would be also good, yes. Kaylee,
I got another thing.
type of energy, okay.
Steam power.
Steam power, okay.
Do we
How do
put-
you generally make steam?
Isn't it like water, they heat water and then they make steam that pushes the little circle thing, the blades or whatever it's called?
Okay, they heat water and it makes steam, right? So how would they heat it? There are
Fire.
usually two different ways, right? You can do it by fire, or you can do it by something that's very new and very controversial.
The
We
sun.
get it, you wait.
No. Okay, so,
Do we write
there is
this?
a very, you don't have to write this. There is a very controversial form of energy, okay, that exists that has to do with heat, and George Bush doesn't generally know how to pronounce it.
Nuclear.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you said it correctly. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
What
It
is
is
it?
nuclear. He says nuclear.
I said nuclear
Got it.
first time.
Nuclear.
Sure.
Nuclear.
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 That sounds weird. Dang.
Okay, so nuclear energy. How does nuclear energy work?
The sun.
Wouldn't that be solar
That is
energy?
another kind of energy. So who
Sun
said
power.
sun power, right?
I said it.
Wouldn't whatever that is, wouldn't that be solar energy?
It's not quite the same thing. Usually solar energy is by panels, things like that, right? So it's by, like, it's solar panels that you put on top of houses and things like that. Okay, so that's generally solar energy. Nuclear energy, how it works is that you have a kind of material, okay, an element that is unstable, right? It's very unstable. So, what I want you to kind of do is kind of imagine standing on top of the Empire State Building, okay? And you got 1 foot on the Empire State Building and 1 foot off.
Jump.
No, don't jump, that's awful. You would not be good, okay? So, you're unstable, right? This is very unstable. What do you want to be right here?
Another, like, somewhere to put your foot.
Another somewhere to put your foot, right?
Yeah.
The reason why, again, is because you want stability. So, what those elements that are unstable, what they are doing is they are trying to find a way to be stable. And they're trying to do that through fission, which is, does anybody know what process is happening there?
What?
Are y'all in science? Are y'all in physical science?
Wait, fission?
Fission, not fission, not like,
They make a bubble.
not like what Jimmy
Like
tried to teach
fission?
us.
Fusion? Like, oh, I'm thinking fusion.
That's fusion. Fusion is like, what if I was gonna fuse together two things? Or what if I was like, I'm gonna open a Mediterranean Ethiopian fusion
A lot
restaurant,
of people learned about fusion.
okay?
I don't know what it is, though.
So if I had a restaurant where you fuse together two kinds of food, what would you be doing?
Merging?
You'd be merging them, right? So again, fission is kind of like an economic concept in the fact that it's like merging. You're merging together. So fission, merging together, or fusion is merging together. Fission is doing what?
Pulling apart.
Breaking apart. And both of them create a reaction. And these radioactive materials, they put off heat when they create these reactions. So what's happening is these radioactive materials are putting off heat and it's creating steam, like what we talked about, which is turning turbines, which is creating energy, right?
Isn't it like a circular process where the turbines make water go into the reactor and the reactor makes turbine? That's confusing.
Yeah, it is a little bit more confusing than what we're talking about, but the main idea is the whole steam, that kind of thing. So you've got hydropower, wind power, nuclear energy, solar energy, what else? Anything else? Yes.
Is biomass one of them?
Biomass is definitely one of them. So, and this could be included in biomass, but if you go to the gas station, you see a specific, it'll say something percent blank on the gas. What it'll say.
Ethanol,
Yeah, very good. So what is ethanol made from? Does anyone know?
like plants, corn.
Corn. Corn's the main one. So this is corn alcohol. It is ethanol. Okay? So why would, that is a good point, yes. But for cars, that's not generally what you're trying to do, is like do
You
that.
put
So,
some of this to your moonshine in your engine, you'll be fine.
yeah, don't do that. So, generally what you're going to do on here is explain to me why it is that these kind of energies would be better than coal, natural gas, oil, that kind of thing.
They don't.
Okay, Whitney, thank you for raising your hand. What's up? Say what? Wednesday, okay. Wednesday we're going to this thing that's in the multipurpose room. We're gonna meet in the multipurpose room on Wednesday. Okay, because we're going to this cultural fair. All the social studies classes are going to it. It'll be about half the class. We'll come back here. We'll, finish out the class in here. So.
And on Thursday, are we supposed to go to the auditorium for like 3 periods?
We have a short day, I know that. I haven't heard anything about the auditorium though.
Not trade, I've got a talent show.
Yeah, so that's why. But anyway, so on Wednesday, you're gonna go to the cultural fair, so that'll be fun. Okay, so, why is it, Jonathan, that these kinds of energy would be better?
Is it because there's less pollution?
Less pollution. Okay, well, yes, there would be less pollution, so it's better for the environment, better for the long term, but economically, why are they better?
Well, you gotta pay for air filters. You ain't gotta pay for that no more if you ain't got no more pollution.
That's a good point, so there you go, that's good talk on the pollution, yes.
I was gonna say you wouldn't run out of air.
You wouldn't run out of stuff, right? You're not gonna run out of, supply of, you're not gonna run out of wind or
Well,
water.
you can run out of sun though, because the sun could explode.
You're right, the sun could explode, but as far as deciding the probability of bad things happening, the sun exploding is not very probable. Now, however,
Have you ever seen Despicable Me?
that's a good point. They could steal the moon. So you're right. But what I'm saying is that generally when planning for energy, that kind of thing, for long term, you're not generally gonna worry about the sun blowing up. So, yay. That's a little piece of positivity for today. Kaylee, being cheaper, that's a good one, right? It is cheaper. But at the beginning, why are people against it?
Against what?
Those are nerds.
Because they're nerds. Okay, well, see, you can't just call people nerds, you gotta understand their argument, okay? Tegan, it would take away a lot of jobs. Very
Well,
good.
wouldn't it add jobs too?
Yes, very, very good, okay? So, y'all just presented both sides of that argument, because it would take away jobs. So, that's why, right now in the economy,
Oh my gosh.
I just want you to know that you should never give up. So, I want you to know that it is very interesting because have y'all seen what's going on, what Donald Trump has done, what President Trump has done, with energy, things like that? Anybody kinda know?
Why?
Okay, Whitney, what has he done?